My name is David Harrison Grice. Welcome to the Grice Report, your unfiltered daily voice for truth. Thank you for trusting us with your news, and let's dive right in. So we had a couple of big revelations today. Number one, Karoline Leavitt, just all around terrible person. She goes out there on stage and actually tells the world that Pete Hegseth did in fact order the second strike that killed the two surviving members of the boat crew in the Caribbean during the first strike. So she basically threw him under the bus, said you did commit war crimes, and then tried to cover it up with some sort of nonsense response. I want you to hear what she actually said, because maybe you can make sense of it, because I sure can't. It just sounds like a broken record.
Dave's question, you said that the follow-up strike was lawful. What law is it that allows no survivors?
The strike conducted on September 2nd was conducted in self-defense to protect Americans in vital United States interests. The strike was conducted in international waters and in accordance with the law of armed conflict.
And then on this part of
It doesn't make sense, because the journalist is right. What law gives Pete Hegseth the right to kill everyone on board? At that point, the ship is just flaming rafters and people clinging to life, trying not to drown. That's a threat? That's a threat to national security? What is the boat carrying, some infected zombie gene? No, there's no evidence that the boat was carrying anything but people. And why don't we have evidence? Because you blew up the boat. You can't blow up the boat and expect the people to believe you. That's like saying the dog ate my homework. It's not going to fly, especially not in the court of public opinion or in a court of law. And as of right now, the Senate is launching an investigation into Pete Hegseth for war crimes, which is a pretty freaking big deal. And as Senator Mark Kelly said, he should have been fired after Signalgate and every day after that. So if you like what you're hearing tonight, please remember to like, subscribe, and down here we have an email address, thegricereport@gmail.com. Again, that's thegricereport@gmail.com. Please send us any tips, leads, story requests, any kind of interactions that you've had with the ICE Gestapo, CBP Gestapo, or any of the other forces that you're coming into contact with. We know the National Guard is still out there. And more importantly, if you have something important going on in your town regarding a local race, maybe somebody's dropping out, maybe somebody's retiring, maybe a race that we need to be paying attention to for the midterms 2026, let us know about that as well. Because right now, we're going to actually segue into something very important. So, as many of you know, because I've already discussed it on this show, but it's also right now a whirlwind on social media because of MAGA Mike Johnson. So, let's get into this. So, we know that the Tennessee special election for the 7th Congressional District is tomorrow, December 2nd, 2025, and we will know the results of this election by the end of the night, tomorrow night, very likely. So here are the candidates. We have Afton Bain, who is the Democratic candidate, who we are throwing our weight behind. And then you have the contender, Matt Van Epps. Matt Van Epps is just a Trump surrogate. Why do I say this? I'm going to let MAGA Mike Johnson say this to you in his own words, because it's that crap-eating grin he gets every time he knows that they're spewing some garbage that people are just going to eat up. Just look at that crap-eating grin on Mike Johnson, and you immediately know Matt Van Epps is not the right candidate. So check this out.
A majority of 3, and there aren't many people can do that, but we have to win this seat. We've gotten you the largest tax cuts in history, and the new bill, the great big beautiful bill, kicks in, as you know, on January 1st. Hasn't even kicked in yet. And then you have no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime. If you borrow money to buy a car, you get a deduction that's never happened before. All these things kick in on January 1st. A lot of people don't know. They said, oh, they already kicked in. I said, no, it doesn't start until January 1st. So that was the first date. I just want to thank everybody. I love Tennessee, one of my all-time favorite places.
Trump is just ranting into a microphone from Mike Johnson's cell phone. And Mike Johnson is standing there like the Joker. It's ridiculous. It's that crap-eating grin. It makes me sick to look at. And then to top it all off, this is what he said after.
Democrats are spending a fortune And we don't want people that want to raise your taxes. She wants to raise your taxes on top of everything else. But she said two things above all else that bothered me. Number one, she hates Christianity. Number two, she hates country music. How the hell can you elect a person like that? So I just want to give my total support, and he's had it right from the beginning, to Matt Van Epps. He's going to be a fantastic congressman. He's going to represent you so well, and we'll keep our agenda.
Attacking people's beliefs, that's not very American. We are supposed to be able to believe what we want to believe. We're supposed to be able to do what we want to do. We have certain rights that were given to us in the Constitution. But Trump doesn't care, Mike Johnson doesn't care, and Matt Van Epps won't care. Vote for Afton Bain for Congress tomorrow, the 2nd of December, 2025, and let's start that blue wave nice and early. My name is David Harrison Grice. Thank you for watching the Grice Report. Thank you for joining the Resistance, and have a great night.